What's up, Rubits? Little Big Robots back with a little video for you. Today I'm going to be talking about this, the Noseru. This is, oh, and by the way, if you like mecha, robot toys, model kits, that kind of thing, please subscribe. Trying to get to 6,000, 7,000, I don't know, by the end of 24. Let's see if we can do like 5 or 6. Anyway, Maruttoys, I believe, was an independent model kit creator, designer. I need to look into this more. I used to follow them on, like, I think Instagram or something. I need to look it back up. Kotobukiya, I guess, bought them or distributes them or whatever. And this is one of my favorite, excuse me, designers, model kit lines, whatever. This is one of the smaller lines that I collect. There's probably 6 or 7. If you count like color variations, there's probably 7 or 8 of these in the lines. It's very doable. The kits are $30 to $40 to $50 depending. Well worth it. Amazing models. One of my favorite things ever, which I'll talk about. And this is one of theirs called the Noseru. So I'll link in the description the review. Let me grab my other one here. This is my first one I built back in the day. This is your standard Tamotu. He's been through a lot. I've dropped him twice. He's been cracked. Where's the crack at? I think right there. I can't remember. But despite all that, he's still one of my favorite little kits. They have all this really fun little armor pieces that just come off. The legs have this wonderful movement that pop out. Has a fantastic interior design. These are really great for people who want to customize something. The builds are always really simple, but they go together almost flawlessly. You know, there's a few little issues which I'll go over or whatever. But so that was the first one I built, and this is a variation of it. I only had a few pieces left whenever I was done. For some strange reason, Kotobukiya does not put English in their instructions, which I always find kind of strange, because that would cover a huge section of the world, you know, billion people, a couple billion people who speak English as well. So it's not just because I want to, you know, I don't want to read another language or whatever. It's because I think it'd be good for the model line. But anyway, the very simple build. No, I don't want to say very simple, but everything goes together really well. There's a few little parts you've just got to pay attention. Like I had these side pieces here. I had them reversed, so I was trying to put them on the reverse, and I was like, well, I want to go together, and I was just being silly. You're going to see a few little nub... Oops, that's my glasses. I'm going to see a few little nub marks. I built this kind of quick, and I like to do that just to show how nice certain model kits look, even when you're building them quick. This part right here is an optional part they give you. What's great about this line is that it generally, like the Tamotu especially, you can see it being a 1/12-ish scale. I can't remember what, 1/12 scale kit, but you could see using it in other ways, you know, maybe even 1/60, all the way up to, you know, these things have a nice general kind of look to them, but they are 1/12. But they give you like these little parts like this because they want them to act like a little you know, industrial unit. You can actually put some stuff in that. You can carry a person in that. But then you see it, and it does these wonderful little simple things. So without those parts, it'll still stand up. But with this, it's like a little mobile mode. You see that? And then you can put this on the front for more stability. Let's say you keep that put up, though. What's great about that, let's put it down because it will keep it propped up. What's great about that is even when it's standing, it still rolls well because it uses these pretty simple wheels that will roll easily. And then these parts don't roll, but they don't need to because there's such little contact with the... So it does a great job of rolling around. Then you've got this really fun kind of... It's not a transformation, but it's like a... I don't know what you'd call it. Like, you know, it's work mode kind of thing. You got this cool arm piece that comes out, just like its other the Tamotu, whatever. You get the little gripper on the front there, and then the whole body will actually extend. What's fun about that is if you look here, there's a seat here. You can let me grab a 1/12 scale. I've got a couple of them. I think these are 1/12. Are these guys 1/12? Standard Fortnite? Let's see. Possibly. But the idea is that she can like ride on the thing or whatever. Let's see if we can get that to work. You know, which you can see happening. It works better with frame arms girls, and they show you here. I've never built a frame arms girls, but probably should. So you can ride it like that. which is pretty silly. But I mean, look at the little design elements. There's a little seat included, right? And then you have the little foot holder here that even without feet on there, it still makes sense. So it does this really wonderful kind of extension thing. This can move around, you can grab stuff. It has a nice little light on the front, and then it folds up really not simply, but you know, simple enough that it's easy to do. When you get it into a certain position here, let's see if I can do it without, if I can do it right. How is it done? Like this, forward. How does it go in there? Now I'm confused. Put this part back in here. That's down like that. This goes up here. Yeah. Wow, how did that go back down in there? Let's check the instructions. Now I'm just like completely flummoxed. You can pull it out real easy, and then you can pop it in real easy. Let's see. So, it's supposed to pop in really easy here. Let's see if we can do that. You can take the helmet off, the head off easily. For maintenance, it's got this cool little like extra sensor up there, which is just a little design flourish that they did. How does that go in there? Does this go forward? Let's put this extended part out. It's got to go. Oh my gosh, I'm going to pause it here. I see what I was doing wrong. You can see the little mover in here. On my camera, you might not be able to see, but there's an extra part that needs to extend. And then you can fold it up. Very simply. Let's put this in here. Ah! Oh no. Okay, there we go. So basically, I'll show you here what it looks like whenever you extend it. So you can see. Yeah. Pull this part out first. Wow, this is crazy. It wasn't there you go. So you can see it kind of goes in a weird way. Before that goes in all the way, push that in. And it should kind of just auto-correct itself. Not perfectly, but it usually that needs to go down first. There we go. So now I'm getting a little used to it. They're used to it, but that'll give you an idea. You get these really cool interior details. What's really fun about the earlier Tamotu is you could take off this armor pretty easily. I think you can probably do that with this as well. Let's take a look. I hesitate to do that though, because actually it was kind of hard to get in, but you can see all that great interior detail in there. You will see a couple pieces, like you see that gap right there. You see a few little pieces like that seem to kind of have an issue snapping all the way together. I don't know. You see that gap? I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a quality control issue. This one had almost no weird little gaps like that. You do get some gaps here and stuff, and the armor pieces meet or in the, but that's fine because it's supposed to have a bit of a gap, you know, so you can see where to open it or whatever. But that could also be the fact that I'm building them really quickly and I'm not really getting them completely set up smoothly or whatever. But you've got to extend that, push it down, push this in before. You see this part right here, it's an arm bit, keeps coming off, so you might actually have to use a little glue on that. That's unfortunate because the first one I built had never had any issues like that. But you know, it's a bit finicky, but not bad considering what you're getting, the amount of detail. The problem is you've got to fold it just right, and you can't, if you don't do it in the right order, excuse me, and you forget. See, so you're supposed to go like that, then it can be really finicky. This is probably very painful. There you go. See how that had that nice fold out action? That was kind of nice. So anyway, it's a really great expansion to the Tamotu universe, I guess you'd say. There is a live stream, which I'll link in the description, to a Code of Akoya live stream from, I want to say, a few months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, maybe last year, I can't remember. Might have been more than that. That shows a lineup of these guys, and they've got like humanoid ones and stuff, so I don't know how many more they're going to build. On the Code of Akoya site, I believe they have them all, including the kind of color variations. And those do not show the little humanoid one, but I've seen it hinted. Again, I don't know if this is just like if somebody knows out there, let me know. I don't know if this is like an indie designer who Kotobukiya kind of gives the money to and helps distribute or whatever, or they actually own the. If the designer was from Kotobukiya, I don't know his story. Like I said, I used to follow him on Instagram and stuff, and now I do not anymore because I switched accounts. So I really need to get back to that. Again, one of the problems is even on their live streams, Kotobukiya does not do. God, dang, that's driving me crazy here. Does not do English. So that's unfortunate. But a really, really great kit. I mean, you've got all this nice. Look at all that interior detail. That if you wanted to, you could just do up with like some nice scratches and stuff. Here you can put these little orange lights instead. I didn't realize I could at first, but then I'm glad I put white there because I put orange in the front. You can swap those out. You know, they give you a couple of extra bits here, so you can use whatever color you want. I could see somebody putting LEDs in this thing and making it really pop. So again, a fantastic. This is still my favorite, and I've got this one to do next. The Pro, and the Pro is even cooler looking. Now, what's funny about this guy, though, look at that charging mat thing, and I don't know where you get that. Can you buy that? If somebody knows, what is that? I want that charging mat. It looks like a lit up stand. Fantastic. So anyway, enjoy, everybody. Go pick one up. They are a little expensive, but you get some of the best. These are some of my favorite designs of almost any model kit I've ever had, just because they're so joyful and fun and innocent, but also modern, futuristic, but also something you could see being made. It's just a fantastic design. I would not be surprised if somebody actually makes a large 3D printed version of this for real life. That would be incredible. So have a good day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.